Hi everybody, Rose here. So today I'm reacting to Foodie Beauty's live stream, which is still in progress, called I Will Never Shut Up. And she's raging about Nader, and she's going off about him. A little bit late to the party. We're not going to be starting at exactly the point where the live stream is now, but I have a feeling that this is going to be something she might dirty delete, because when she rages about something, she normally gets rid of it. So I want to start from the point where she starts to go off and then just go from there. So that's what we're going to do. So let me just go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see what's going on with Foodie. And there she is. So yeah, she's in a mood and she's going off about Nader. So let's get to, shall we?
For his abuse and bullshit. Oh, and he wants me to shut up. Guess what? I'm still waiting to go to court. I'm still waiting to be arrested. Get another Kevin. Oh, don't worry. No, I didn't unblock everybody. Why are you here? I'm kidding. Okay, I will be banning people if you get on my nerves. Hi, Gabriella and Norma.
So the cycle continues. She'll go through very short periods where she's being nice to everybody, and then she gets in a mood like she is right now, and she uses the intimidation, bullying tactics of, if you get on my nerves, I'm going to block you. That's basically her warning to people: if you get on my nerves, I'm going to exhibit control over you by punishing you for saying something that I don't like. And it's a cycle that she's been doing for a long time. Brief periods of being nice to people, apologizing, and then after everybody feels good to her, she will then intimidate and bully people to become her yes men. In this way, the VIBs are involved in an abusive relationship with Foodie, and they don't even realize it. Or if they do, they don't care.
Am I on mute? No. Can you hear me? Hi, Lolo. Get ready for me to talk? Okay, okay, let's do it, you fucking desperate loser. Desperate loser. Talk about what? Because you've been outed? Because you've been outed, now you're gonna talk? Loser. Fucking loser. Hi, Charlotte. Tiff. You think I've ruined your reputation? I'm gonna ruin it so much worse. And it's gonna be you, again, who ruins it. You. Not me. You. Her YouTube career. Yeah, right.
Honestly, that leaked audio phone call where Didi was talking, it made all three of them look bad. If you think about it, it made them all look bad. It made Nader look bad because he was over there persuading two women who clearly had no attraction to each other to be intimate with one another, just because he had a fantasy and an urge and he wanted it fulfilled. But it also makes Chantal and Didi both look bad, because these two idiot women are chasing after this idiot man. For what? For absolutely what? Even after this incident that was mentioned in the phone call, the whole threesome situation, which neither woman wanted, Chantal continued to see him and talk to him and send him money and go back and forth to Montreal. And Didi continues to live with him and deal with him. So honestly, it makes all three of them look bad, not just Nader.
She's as fucking interesting as a fucking piece of bread. Wet, clammy, old bread. The only reason anyone's fucking you is because you're paying their rent. Same thing for you, Nadarella. You think anyone wants to be with you? Oh, you're such a loser. Hi, Amber. You need to stay away from women. I hope you get put away. Mm.
And I'm saying it again, just so we're clear. What's that around her neck? I know it's hard to see because of her skin tone and the necklace almost matching, but she still got the heart necklace on. And as I said in the last react, that's either a day caller, which means she's still seeing Natter behind the scenes, or B, even if it is not a day caller, that's something that she's worn that she associates with Natter. So why wear something that strongly reminds you of the person that you now hate? Why do that? Why do that to yourself? She's wearing this necklace and she won't take it off. Is it because all this crap going around on YouTube, it's just made up drama? It's just another arc that they are using to profit of? Or is it that she, even though Natter maybe doesn't want to see her, in her way she's saying, I'm still loyal to you. I still care about you. She's still trying to attach herself to him and act as if they're still seeing each other. I mean, it could go either way. But whatever it is, she really shouldn't be wearing that necklace. Really shouldn't be wearing it. You know, if that necklace is a DS thing, Chantal, it doesn't count if you buy it yourself. It counts if the dominant gives it to you, then it means something. But if you went out and bought your own day color, it means nothing. It's just an ordinary necklace. You're trying to put on airs about yourself and trying to role play being a sub, and you're not. It doesn't count. It really doesn't.
They really, really, really think they have something. The audio tape is pretty damning. Actually, all I have to do, I hope you, all I have to do, yeah, I hope you drop the soap and then you won't be a real man anymore. That's your logic? That's your logic. How does anyone even fucking support a homophobic person who just made fun? Like, they still have, how does it even still have a fucking, how does this asshole even have a channel? How does he even have a channel? Every day I will come on here and talk about you. I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to talk about events that happened in my life. Try to shut me up. Try it. Try it. And you say I made 7,000 when I met you? I don't fucking think so, buddy. I don't think so.
You know, Chantal, you're going off about him being homophobic, which he is, and being an awful person. But remember, this is the guy that you were madly in love with and you wanted to move in with, and you knew how he was, and you still did all of the things that you did for him. You defended him on YouTube time and time again. Even though everybody warned you about him, you didn't listen. And Nader has never hidden who he was. So you knew how awful he was when you brought him to YouTube, and you did it anyway. Because you wanted to make the Nader El Shami channel basically into a couples channel with just the two of you. And that didn't happen. It ended up being Nader and Didi. And I'm sure you're pretty salty about that, since you did introduce him to YouTube, and you did edit his videos, and you did make his thumbnails, and you taught him the ins and outs of YouTube a little bit. I'm sure you're very, very salter. Salter. What is salter? I'm making up words over here. Salty. There it is. Salty about that. I'm sure you're salty about that, and the fact that you gave him all that money and you bought him all that stuff and another woman is with him. I'm sure you're very, very, very salty about that. You're raging about that. How dare another woman have what I think I pay for? It's not right. You're learning the hard way. You can't pay for people. You can't pay for feelings. You can't pay for love. You're learning some life lessons right now, or you should be learning. Don't know if you will learn.
No, 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 no. You didn't make me. This stupid loser actually thinks that I. You know what made me more money? Me talking about my abusive relationship with you.
That part right there. You know what made me more money? Talking about my abusive relationship on YouTube. She just said that. So she admits that talking about the abuse on YouTube was profitable. It was very profitable. That's why she did it. That's why she continues to do it. She keeps bringing it up when really she shouldn't, because all of this essay talk, it triggers people, but Chantal could care less how what she says or what she does affects other people. It's out of sight, out of mind for her. You know, if it doesn't affect her, she just does not care. All she cares about is what makes her money on YouTube.
People laughing at you. You think that because King Nader appeared on my video, I'm making more money? Give me a break. Everyone is looking and watching and waiting for you to get put behind bars because you're an abuser and you're dangerous. And after hearing this shit come out of your mouth, making fun of fucking Gary for being sexually assaulted as a kid and actually disgusting. I hope you get your karma for even saying you wouldn't be able to sit down if that was me. Yeah, right, buddy. Yeah.
So, yeah, Nader did that. He has made fun of Gary, and the essay that Gary went through at a certain part of his life, he did that and insinuated that those that had been through CSA that they wanted it or they didn't fight back. I mean, that was a pretty disgusting, horrible, evil thing to say. And he said it. And Didi laughed about it. Horrible. And that's why I'm looking completely sideways at anybody who's still on Nader's channel going into his chat and supporting him. How anybody can support a person like that, I don't understand. Like, why would anybody support someone who has those monstrous thoughts and says them out loud? Those thoughts aren't even in their head, they say it out loud. But let's not forget about Miss Chantal over here, the things she said about Gary. So now she's trying to flip the script and be on Gary's side. I'm never going to forget the things you said about Gary, Chantal, calling him an inbred. Yeah, let's not forget about that. You've gone after Gary too, ma'am.
Right. I've seen it. It ain't that big. And it ain't that special. And that's the most disgusting thing for someone to say to anyone. You're the most evil, grossest, ligament-looking person in the world.
I will agree with Chantal. That was probably one of the grossest things I've ever heard him say. I won't argue with you on that, Chantal.
Hi, Maxillian. Ashley Gordon, welcome to Very Important Musers. Ready, set, peace. You can't shut me up. What are you going to do? Go cry. Go cry. Go cry. I don't care. I don't even care. Like, honestly, I don't care. He's so gross. He has a case with Montreal police. Let's see it. Did you see Dee Dee's fucking hand in that picture? It's like,
yeah. You know what? Speaking of the things that Nader has said, you're over there saying that what he said was completely gross and disgusting. So why are you wearing that necklace? I mean, that is something you associated with him. Why wear it? If that's the way you feel, if you think that guy is completely gross and inappropriate and evil and monstrous, why wear that necklace? I mean, because that is linked to him in some way, whether it's a DS relationship or not. Why wear it? Why not take it off and throw it into the trash? I mean, it's not that expensive. It's not that valuable. Why not throw it away, Chantal? If that's the way you feel, why not take it off and throw it away? Because all that is just a reminder of him around your neck.
Like the size of my table, giving me the finger. Girl, I'd be embarrassed to show anyone that fucking meat mitt. And you know what? Like, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. You can't arrest people for outing the truth. I hope Jennifer Corvina has so much more dirt on you and forwards it to everybody.
I'm sure she does. Yeah, we're all waiting for a part 3 to that.
The fact that he is desperately that support after the CS. So he says, like, he literally this is what he did whenever I confronted him about the DD audio. It's fake. It's fake.
So she is talking to him. She just said she confronted him about the DD audio. So how are you going to confront him? When and how did this happen? Did you call him on the phone? That means you're still talking to him. If you're done with somebody, should you not be talking to them? I think so. I really think so.
I don't know. People hate me so much. They're willing to condone, like this angel hands person. You literally, people will be like, she's mad because she can't have kids. These people should not be having kids. These people are fucked in the head, and it's really sad that Angel fucking whatever the fuck, let's give her a name, is a low life piece of crap who actually, like, I hope your grandkids never see that. My grandma was a mod for a friggin' sexual assaulter. Ooh, nice thing to tell your kids, loser. Yeah. Are you kidding? His lies are so egregious. He's so disgusting. You do not belong on here. And no, I didn't give him a platform.
You kind of did. I mean, before you did Nader know anything about YouTube? No, he did not know until you let him know, until you helped him set up that channel and you did the videos and the thumbnails and explain about the live streaming and all that. You even taught him how to drag things out like you do to where the live stream is longer and he'll get more money. That's something he learned from you. Because you do that on your live streams. You'll sit there and you'll put your makeup on or you'll eat just so your live streams drag on as long as possible to get more ad money. And now he does it on his channel. He'll sit there and take freaking forever to cook a dish. 3 to 4 hours to cook a simple pizza. Yeah, you taught him that. You taught him to sit there and drag it out and run up the meter. You did that.
You ruined your own reputation. So you know why I haven't been arrested yet, and why you have no case? Because you're full of hot air. Actually, your girlfriend's full of hot air. Because you have like no space for air. Hi, J-Boy. Hi, Emerald. Hey, Ricky. Like, you're just fucking, you're a dead tree. You're dead inside. Nobody's jealous of you.
Okay, this comment right here. They preyed upon you and then used your inability to cut off Nader completely to cajole you to drop the charges on Nader. You know what? It goes both ways. I think, honest thoughts here, y'all. I think what happened between Nader and Chantal is that those two people came together. And they're both grifters and scammers. They're both manipulators. They're both controlling people. Nader and Chantal met, and they looked at each other, and they underestimated each other. She looked at him and thought, oh, he's just some poor guy, and he needs money, and I've got money, and I can use my money to control him. And that was not the case, because she never could. And I think Nader looked at her and thought to himself, oh, look at her. She's a very morbidly obese woman. She's hungry for attention and love and affection. And all I got to do is just give her little scraps of love here and there. And I can wrap her around my finger and there will never be a problem. And boy, did he judge that situation wrong. They both underestimated each other, and they've been going back and forth ever since. You know, she thought he was a weakling, he thought she was a weakling, and they butted heads, and they found out the hard way that neither one of them was as weak as they thought.
No one's jealous of your manly girlfriend. Nobody's jealous. Everyone's laughing at you and disgusted in you. The only people who hang around to watch you are hoping that I'm gonna watch, but I watch you through reaction channels now, actually. So I don't even look at your chat. So the only people who like you are desperate old bitty women, desperate, like Dee Dee.
Yeah, I don't understand the women that go into Natter's chat. I don't understand. I would like to have a conversation with these women. I would like to ask them all, look, you're in his chat, but why? This guy is abusive. He's disrespectful. He's rude. He does not respect women. He's an obvious grifter and scammer. We know this. We've got evidence of this. Why be a fan of his? You can't say that you're on Natter's channel for the cooking. The cooking is trash. Why support this man? I mean, he can't even say, I've got a regular job and I'm making my own money and I'm taking care of myself. He's literally squatting in another woman's house. He doesn't have anything to really value in his name. This is the guy that these women are supporting and talking to. I don't get it.
Who hate me? How does that feel? Helping him set up a channel?
Yeah, you did that.
Okay. How is that like what? That's stupid. No, I didn't give him a platform. Sorry.
You kind of did. You know, you kind of did.
He pretty much was doing it himself, and he's just like, do I do this, do this, do this? And excuse me, I had no idea who the fuck he was at the time, so you can't fucking blame someone else's actions on me. Don't even fucking try to do it, because I will block you, never to be fucking seen of again, and you will be replaced, and no one will give a fuck about you in 5 minutes.
There we go, being the bully. But you know what, Chantal? You're telling a great big lie to everybody. He said, I did not know who he was. But you did know. Even before he had a channel, you were coming on YouTube and telling everybody what a horrible, abusive person he was. That he had the black-eyed rage, that he hurt you, that he was scary. You knew all of that before you introduced him to YouTube, and yet you still did it. And you cannot run away or escape from the fact that you knew what he was, you knew what he was about, and you introduced him to YouTube where he would be around other women, talking to other women. You did that, ma'am. Yes, you did.
Hi, Gail, Force Wings. He looks like Bokaroo. Helping set up a channel doesn't make her responsible for his actions. Exactly. His haircut is so bad, and she's like wearing it like a proud badge of honor. Like, oh, my boyfriend cut my hair. Like she's going to fucking bingo with all her little old lady friends. Look at Nader cut my hair, mom. That's your future. You were just laughing at her. How she's like her mom, and you're gonna be visiting her in an old age home with her mom. And now you have to fucking make out with her just to save face and make me mad. It doesn't work. You are disgusting. I like nobody will ever want to fuck with you again. After what came out of your mouth, after all the lies that were revealed, after all of the fucking abuse, you're a piece of shit and you're gonna rot in jail. That's your future. That's all. The Chris Farley.
You know, I don't know what's going to happen on August the 3rd with his court date, but I'll go on record as saying I do hope that he goes to jail. If he's done something criminal that he should go to jail for, I hope that it happens. Because then this whole thing with Nader will come to a close on YouTube, and the people that he's hurt, that they will get justice for the wrongs done to them. So all of us are just waiting to see what happens August the 3rd.
What are you gonna do? Make a channel? People like I don't know how people can listen to her voice, but I can't listen to her voice. Like I can't, and him too. I can't. I can't stand his voice anymore. I just can't. Ugh. No, I'm not. He's only with her to piss you off. Look at you and then look at her. Not just like, well, yeah, obviously, but not just that. Not just that. No, but seriously, he's done. Like,
Okay, this comment in the chat. The chat is scrolling by faster because I'm not caught up, saying they don't even know what BDSM is, gives our BDSM community a bad name. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. For anybody who's watching this reaction video, whether you're in that lifestyle or not, whether it interests you or not, whether you have those urges or not, I will go on record as saying that if you're curious about BDSM, can I just say, as someone that I have a lot of knowledge about that lifestyle, please do not look at the situation between Chantal and Nader and Didi as a correct representation of the lifestyle, nor people in it, nor the attitude of the people in it. That person was right. It's a black mark on what the community actually is. Mainly because everybody involved in that situation, they're all faking the funk. They don't know what they're talking about, and they're just winging it. They have no knowledge, nor do they care to learn. You know, it just don't, if you're looking about what the lifestyle actually is, please do some reading and studying and learn about it. Don't take what's going on YouTube for truth with these three. Please don't, because they're painting a really negative picture, and it's not negative at all. It really isn't.
not just that. Like, she did me a favor, guys. Like, I'm not gonna be petty. Like, honestly, she did me a favor. Like,
And on that note, before we go any further, like I said in the last React video, I've been noticing that Chantal's kind of been dancing around the whole subcontract BDSM thing. She's really not going into detail about that. And my feeling about that is that, you know, it's too close to home with her. Meaning that there's more layers to that element. There's a lot more layers. I've said it months ago. I said it months ago that that was going on. I also made mention that one sub element to that element is I suspected that there was financial domination going on. And for those who do not know what that is, financial domination is when a person who is a dominant, they get money from somebody else who is a submissive, because a submissive, that's their kink, just giving money to somebody and they get nothing sexual in return. And there's a lot of evidence these last several months to show that Chantal's been giving him lots of money and gifts, and really on the sexual side, she's not been getting anything in return that way. So the DS thing's been confirmed, but I think the part that she's trying to walk around is that one of the things that she was doing involved financial domination from her to Nader, taking him on shopping trips, buying him clothes, buying the groceries, paying his phone bill, which she's still doing. She's done with him, but she's still paying for his phone. She's wearing the heart necklace. That's why I don't think anything's really over. It may be over as far as being in front of the camera, but it's not over. He's talking to her behind the scenes. She said earlier that she confronted him about the phone call. Why was she reaching out to him? Why was she talking to him if it was over? So there's definitely an open line of communication. He's still communicating with her, which also means that the door is open, that if he wants to sweet talk her out of more money, then she might give it up. But I think that she's dancing around the whole BDSM issue because she doesn't want to admit that there's financial domination at play, and she doesn't want anybody to know.
You know what I'm mad about still? I'm obsessively mad. I really, really like that he's still lying. He's still lying and will never admit anything. She doesn't even try to be nice. Of course, because they don't have, like, because that's the thing. It's all fake. It's all fake. It's only, just watch. Just watch. I'm a year older than her and she looks like my mom's age. You are a year older? That's your future. She's gonna look 80. She's seriously.
So there you are, age shaming again, Foodie. I really hate when you do that. There's nothing wrong with being older. I'm older than you. And I'm sorry, I wouldn't trade my 51 years old for your 38 years old. Never. Because I'm happy with my life and I'm healthy. I'm about to embark on something new and I couldn't be happier for it. I would not trade places with you. But yet you're continuously age shaming people. But why? Why age shame people just because of their age? Everybody gets older. Every day that you wake up, you get 1 day older. And then when you have a birthday, you're 1 year older. You're almost 40. It's not like you're 16 looking at older adults saying, oh, they're so old. Girl, you're almost middle-aged. You're really close to 40. Should you be age shaming people? I don't think so.
It's gonna look like she has an aging picture in an attic. Like, or a pic. She looks like there's a picture in an attic getting younger. Sorry, the Dorian Gray reference. And that's because when you live with a fucking tweaker like this, I don't even know if he's tweaking on drugs, but he's freaking out on something. That's how he always was, pacing and freaking out like a ligament. And she has to work in the morning, and they're friggin' getting hammered. All like, how to, like, I don't know. At that age, I would probably be dead if I had drank 3 bottles of wine every day.
I won't deny what you're saying is true, Chantal. That Nader is having a lot of erratic, tweaky behavior lately. I mean, whatever he's doing, he's got way too much energy, and whatever it is he's doing way too much. But at the same token, you look awful too. You look really, really sick. You don't look like you're getting a lot of sleep these days. And between whatever it is you're doing to stay up all night and the binging out on food, you're looking worse by the day. So you're going after Nader and pointing a finger and saying, ha ha, but have you looked in the mirror? You don't look healthy either. You really don't.
You have a solid case with solid evidence. What case do I have? So basically, because you know what? If it's not illegal, like for him to, what honestly disgusts me, he's literally a drug addict. Didn't someone say he was doing coke on his video?
Yeah, there's a video floating around of, I forget exactly what channel it's on, but Nader, even though you didn't see it on camera, Nader had a part where he turned the camera up to the ceiling and you heard like a card or something scraping a surface, and then you hear this loud sniffing sound. That's what it sounded like. Could not confirm 100%, because you didn't see him physically do it on camera, but you could hear everything. And then Dee Dee was trying to cover up saying, oh, that sausage is spicy. Even if you got spicy sausage, Dee Dee, you don't sniff that hard, sweetheart. You just don't. But Dee Dee was trying to cover up the sound like, oh, it's spicy food. Nah, something was going on over there. He did a loud sniff and saying, ooh la la. But whatever he's doing, he's got way too much energy, and it's making him erratic, and it's making him act up, and it's a bad look.
I don't believe he even knew about Dee Dee and her convo about three-way. It sounds like a farce story Dee Dee came up with for him. Mute. Does Canada not do drug tests during probation? Apparently not. There's proof they coerced you to drop the charges. How 9,000? Welcome to Import Bees reset bees. Influence that alone is to be a friggin' fan of mine. I remember when, I think so, and now she's like sending him money. Like, you have to be really sad and desperate. Like, I really don't like keep your like. Why would you? I don't know. I will never be sad and desperate again. I can guarantee you. I'm not sad and desperate. I fucking believed his shit. That's all I'm fucking. Are you kidding? Look at the boyfriends I used to have. At least they were good boyfriends. I'm not used to this shit.
Yeah, that's true. You had a couple of good boyfriends. What'd you do to them, Chantal? How'd you treat them? You cheated on them. You cheated on Pete. You cheated on Phoebe. You left Pete in debt. That's how you treated the good guys. That's why all these people that get in your chat saying you deserve so much better, I would like to argue and say, why? Why does she deserve better? Because I don't think so. She had two decent men in her life and she treated them like crap. She was a cheater. And she ruined Pete's. So she had two good men in her life. And she screwed up the relationships with both. And as sad as it is, even after everything she's done to Pete's, I think he still cares for her. He's still attached to her. And she likes that. She likes the fact that he is still under her control, and because he does have that attachment to her. And she's over here running around chasing after some crackhead or some random guys on hookup sites, acting like some wild, crazy 16-year-old. And she's almost 40. Embarrassing.
I went into her house without permission. Yeah, okay. Prove it. Like, they're gonna look at her. She's like 7'8", and they're gonna look at me and be like, okay, like, you can't defend yourself again. Like, fuck off. I'm sorry. I know, Sarah. But Yolanda is Dee Dee. Oh, bring it on. I swear I have my pepper spray. Why is it the most dangerous time? Fuck, that doesn't make any sense. Why? I'm freaking burnt. I had some. Why is it the most dangerous time? Whatever. You think I'm scared of them? I'm gonna fucking move it. I swear to God. I swear to God. Like, trust me. She thinks she's smart. She's not. They plan for you to be involved from the minute you walk through the door. They're playing with put in motion. That's wrong. Premeditated. I don't understand everything. Like, it just, like, I just feel like somebody took my head and just shook it. Like, well, I did shave it today. People constantly sticking up for him after all the actual proof seriously makes me want to rip my own hair out. She'll aid him in any way. Nader's on hour 2 of his 5-hour dinner prep.
Yep,
I
see?
fucking love you guys. I'm here for you to make me feel better. J-Will, welcome to your I was trying to do, I have a whole bunch of footage from today. I need to do a vlog. I don't know, I don't like doing vlogs anymore, I don't think. Or I do and I don't. Things up a bit. And it made sense because he left, like I was on the couch. I don't really, I was so drunk. I don't like remember a lot. I remember enough, but like at that, around that time, he must have been talking to her and she must have been showering. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. And then he was like, came back into the room, I guess. So he said, yeah, she said he threw up like right after. Right after, like, he tried saying you smell bad but sleeps with doo-doo. And had sex with me for a year, okay. Dude, you think you don't smell bad? You're the fish stick. Your wiener smells like a fish stick after having
Ew,
gonorrhea. What do you think?
gross.
Should have seen his face holding it like, what's this? Dude! And I knew right when I was like, you have an STD? I freaked out. I jumped off the bed. I was like, what the hell is that? And he's like, I don't know, I swear. His wiener was so sore. That's your karma good. And it was all stretched out because he.
I don't need this graphic description. But remember, Chantal, you cannot talk badly about Nader without also kind of talking badly about yourself because, okay, so let's just say he did have an STD. You kept going back for it. You kept being intimate with him. You did not leave the boy alone. You were still over there paying for hotel and motel rooms and paying his phone bill and all this. And why? You kept going back to that.
He didn't go right away. Ew! Peen, but the area where, like, the foreskin would be cut off was round, like big.
I don't want to hear that.
He's very vengeful, homie.
So are you.
Hi, Terry! Hi, Bewildered Sam! I still want to know where he got the popper. He says on the.
Okay, somebody's saying something. V. Grayson says, Chantal, he said you were about to give up your cats twice for him. Can you confirm if this is a lie? I can tell you right now that's the truth. That is the truth. Because Chantal got on her live stream and she started fishing her audience and saying, well, what if I gave up the cats? And, like, oh, me and Pete, we should split up. It'd be better for him, which I won't argue that. I think it'd be good for Chantal and Pete to be living separately. I think it'd be better for his mental health. Him being so attached to her is bad for him, and it's bad for her too. They're both too codependent on each other. But twice, she talked about getting rid of the cats. And if Nader called her up right now and said, I want to move in with you, but the cats can't come with you, I'm sorry. She'd be down for that. She would pawn the cats off on Pete or a relative or whoever, and she would go for it. She would absolutely go for it. So I don't think that's a lie. I think he was telling the truth when he said that. Because she got so wrapped around Nader, that's all that mattered to her. And Nader to her is an addiction. And when you reach a certain level with an obsession or an addiction, everything else besides the addiction or the obsession becomes irrelevant. You look at anything or anyone else as being a hindrance or a bother. You just want to focus on whatever it is your addiction or your obsession is. And more Chantal is just getting this attitude of, you know, oh, the cats, I don't want to change the litter boxes, you know, they're a bother. But yet she won't give the cats to somebody else to take care of because she knows there's people in her audience that love her cats. They really do love them and they're attached to them and concerned about their welfare. So she wants to put across that she's a cat mama, that she cares about animals. But if she did care, she would take care of them, but she doesn't. She does the basic bare minimum. But yeah, she mentioned at least 2 or 3 times that she wanted to get rid of the cats. And I've absolutely no doubt that if the thing with Nader went through and they moved in together, she would have done that if that was one of the conditions. She would have gotten rid of Pete's, gotten rid of the cats, if it meant that she could be with Nader full time.
No ground, but no one can trust what he says. I didn't taste anything. I never, no. Because I'm stupid, Bonita. Because I believed him that he made me think I gave it to him. Remember, I came online and was like, "Can you get it from not being clean?" It's a fucking, not a hair. Like, and he, like, hanging on to what? To sue me now? For what? You did all this. Why would anyone, like, support that? Like, that's your own karma. I mean, I'm sorry I brought him to you guys, but I had no idea that he was this bad. None.
She's not sorry. Don't listen to her. She is not sorry that she introduced Nader to YouTube. She's not sorry. She's not sorry because think about all the thousands of dollars that she made all those months talking about Nader, getting all the sympathy super chats from people, talking about the abuse. She's made so much money off of this. She's not sorry. The only thing that she might be sorry for is the fact that she went into everything thinking she could buy him. And when she bought him, that she would own him because she felt entitled to him. And she did not get what she paid for.
Hi, Jay! I haven't, so. But I will if I have to. Yeah. I'll say you're not a abuser. For so long. Because, like, people like him never have self-awareness. They never grow as people.
You don't either.
I didn't want it.
Ma'am, you are the last person that should be talking about self-awareness because you got Peter Pan syndrome. You're the little girl who does not want to grow up. You don't want to grow up. You don't want to grow up and be a mature 38-year-old woman. You want to continue to think and act like a 16-year-old. No shade to any 16-year-olds out there who are mature and don't act like this, but you act less than half your age. You don't want to be an adult. You don't want responsibilities. You don't want a life with structure and discipline and meaning. You want to be able to indulge all of your impulses. You're a very impulsive person, and you do not want to put that under control. You want to live wild and reckless and make tons of money on YouTube. But you have no idea how ridiculous you look being 38 years old and acting like you got no sense. People look at you and go, what's wrong with her? That she's 38 years old and she's not even acting like she's 30. She's living life in a reckless, dumb way. You know, you and Amberlyn Reed, she's 30, you're 38, and you both act like teenagers and you talk like teenagers. There's no sense of maturity in either one of you. And it's maddening.
And I will never pay for it. It was fun to troll for free. I got blocked for trolling the drunks, Norwich. It's past the 8th of July, other than speed. But he's a liar. And he's a chameleon. He knew it bugged me. So he'll do it behind my back. He acted consistent like he was on something sometimes, yes. And I would say that to him. You just got back from your friends now. It was like 3 in the morning and he acted all weird. Like, I really want to see you. Okay, I'm cooking, please. Sorry, DJ. Isn't speed kind of like meth? Kind of, yeah. He liked uppers. He has nothing in his name. You should talk to the cops. Yeah, speed. I don't know if he's on speed. I mean, that's just for me. I can't say because, like I said, you know, like
Okay. You know, Chantal, you're talking and you're acting like you were around Nader and he was the only one doing drugs. When there were numerous occasions that you would pick up liquor and green at the dispensary to take over to his house. And who knows if you bought other substances, like say illegal substances, so the two of you could party as well. If you will make a point to bring him food, to bring him liquor, to bring him green and edibles, I don't think it's a stretch to imagine that if he wanted something else that is not liquor, that is not edibles, that you wouldn't be buying that too. And maybe some stuff like that for yourself as well. But you were acting like he was the only one doing chemicals or does chemicals. You both do. You both come on camera blasted out of your heads. He tweaks and you do stuff to the point where nobody can understand you. Nobody can understand what you're saying. You overdo the edibles and then you start binging on food. We know you. We know you. Okay? So stop trying to paint this picture of Nader was the one doing the hard chemicals. I'm sure you were right there with it. And I do remember a story that was told. Was it you or was it Nader that said that one night you both were doing the cola and you did so much that Nader had to stop you? You threw a fit because he said, you're not going to do any more because you did too much. And you also confessed long ago in a deleted stream that you spent $3,000 on cola. So don't sit there and try to act like you weren't doing the hard stuff yourself, ma'am. We know you do. Because you've given us evidence out of your own mouth.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a pasta and he was losing his permanent residency forever. And I was heartbroken for him because he was crying about it. Like, to me, he was very upset. Obviously, it's a very traumatic thing. What I didn't realize was that it was all his fault. Like, I don't know what happened with his case. I can't say, like, if he's lying or not for sure, but since he's lying about everything else, I think it's, you know, the supply. Yeah. That's all he cares about. And it's sad. That doo-doo. I'm making a pasta dish that I've been here. Okay. He freaking hurt Majestic BBJ. It was like, fuck. And yes, I still went back to his stupid ass. my maniacs. Maniacs. Ew.
Sorry about that, y'all. Discord's going off, so I will turn off the notifications so you guys don't have to hear that for the rest of the React video. One moment, please. Just give me a moment. Okay, sorry again, apologies about that. Let's continue.
You did? I think I'm actually literally in disbelief that, like, a part of me still believed him about certain things. I hate when you look back and realize they were lying about. I know. This is what's happening. Like, the processing. It's the fucking worst. It's so bittersweet. Like, it's like, because you're like a little hopeful. Like, dude, Chantal, like, regardless, like, I have to tell myself like that, like, Chantal, regardless, if he wasn't lying, he abused you all the time. So even if he never fucked Dee Dee, it doesn't matter. He hit you. He abused you. He never respected your boundaries. You didn't even like spending time with him. You tried to spend a weekend away because he was abusive to you the night before, and this is why he brought in Dee Dee as another source. Because you weren't there. And he's so insecure. He has to make you feel like shit. Like, I have to tell myself these things all day long to stay the fuck away from him. It's not easy.
You know, she's trying to put this spin on everything. Like, oh, I'm staying away from him. But yet in this live stream, she confessed that she's still talking to him. So how is she staying away from him if she's still talking to him? Staying away from somebody means no contact at all. And that also means not watching their streams, either on their channel or perhaps even through a reaction channel. If you're done with somebody, you're done. You're not seeking them out in one form or another. And as far as the abuse went both ways. I want everyone to remember that. It went both ways. She tries to stress to everybody the things that he did to her. But she herself has confessed that she is an abusive person. She's verbally abusive. She said that more than a few times. And I also suspect that perhaps things got physical between her and Nader. I mean, she has no fear of Nader. Like, he was the one giving all the hurt and she was taking it. I can easily see the two of them getting into a screaming match and things getting physical between them. And if he lashes out physically, then Chantal physically lashing back at him. But she's putting this whole slant of all these things he did to me, all these things. But let's not forget that it went both ways. He's an abusive person, so is she. She said that. She's even abusive to people in her own chat. She's controlling of people in her own chat. She's very manipulative. You know, so the abuse, the verbal abuse is spread out everywhere. It's not just between the two of them. I mean, she does it to her own people, the people that support her. And if anything physical happened between them, anything verbal abusive happened between them, Chantal wouldn't have cared if at the end of it all, she ended up with Nader. She cares because she did not end up with Nader. That's the only reason I feel she's making a big stink out of this, is because she did not end up with him, because he did not claim her or bring her into a relationship. She's salty about it and she's lashing out and she's being vengeful. If all kinds of bad things happened to her, she would have completely excused it for life if they ended up in a relationship. The fact that they did not changes everything. She's going to put the worst spin in the world on it. She's going to paint a dark picture and say, oh, feel bad for me, feel sympathy for me because he did all these things. Well, what about what you did, Chantal? I'm not a fan of Nader. I think the guy is the lowest form of scum. But if you're all about self-awareness, which you say you are, where is the self-awareness? Where is the accountability? Where is you saying, he did these things, but I did these things too? Why won't you acknowledge your part in things? Because so far, you haven't acknowledged anything that you did wrong. You won't acknowledge your part in it. Once you do, that's the beginning of true self-awareness and accountability.
You know? So. Chantal, as horrible as this all is, you've spun an entire reality show universe. We need more clout, though. 5 minutes of fame, fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. Rake face. Sorry, but like these people, like were fucking. She was a fucking royal fucking bitch the whole time, and now like people. Oh, okay, I see. He's an asshole now. No, go stay. Go over there. You loved him so much. Go stay over there, you fucking losers. Oh, he's such a loser. He's the biggest piece of shit on the planet. I mean, enough said. And he'll probably be in jail before we know it. So
Yeah, I hope
really
so.
don't think we have to worry. Accent on the O. Probably thought like she probably is gonna act like a troll now, but she probably legit was like, "Oh, nice, daddy." Ew. Make me barf. Make me barf. Make me barf. I'm just going to the bathroom.
So here's Chantal running up the meter again. I mean, all this stuff that she's doing in the background, getting up and washing her dishes and moving around the room, that's her running up the meter to make the live longer for more Google AdSense money. That's something that Nader does too. You know, wouldn't it be more professional to get all of your stuff done so you can sit down and talk to people in your chat, Chantal?
Hi, Tata. Hi, everybody. Got XO in my mouth. Just give me 2 more seconds, and I will be all yours. So, ladies, I don't know about you. So far, we have a man who uses and cheats and feeds on other women on Messenger all day long. How attractive? Anything else that we're missing?
Nope, I think you pretty much just said it all.
It just gets better every day. Every day gets better. Ew, I know. Gross, Amber, right? He's no man, but he says he's a real man. Looks like shit.
Looks healthy.
It's like a bean pasta. I'm going to my room after this. Hold on.
Okay, guys, she's getting a bit boring. So we're just going to end it here. I will take a look at the live once it's completely done. If I missed anything, there'll be a part 2. Although it looks like she's winding down, she got a lot of the venom out of her system. But I don't know how long this live is going to go on for. So I'll just end it here. Gary Unfiltered is about to go live, and I want to go mod form. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching, and please have a wonderful, wonderful night. Take care, everyone, and be well.